Good morning. It is December 4th today, day 17, I think. We are in Ho Chi Minh City, starting off the day with a tour to the Mekong Delta. Only two of us from the tour wanted to go on this day trip. We leave at 8:30 a.m. and we get back at 4 p.m. today. So we're having the whole day outside of Saigon. I had so much fun last night karaokeing. That was my idea of a good night out. So good, so much fun. We had this VIP room. They brought out fruit and snacks and like all the drinks, and two guys from the tour ended up paying for the whole drinks because we had the room covered, but the drinks we had to pay ourselves. But they surprised us and said they paid the bills. It's just really nice. Everybody was in a good mood. We were all having fun. There's always so much going on in the streets, and I had a great time. It did mean that I didn't get too much sleep last night, but I'm excited to explore a new area. The Mekong Delta is something that I'm really interested in, seeing the floating villages, the markets on the boats. It's gonna be awesome, I think. Come along with me today to the Mekong Delta near Saigon, Vietnam. All right, well, the first stop is to a Happy Buddha Pagoda. Check out this Buddha, he looks pretty happy. See these little kids? They're Vietnamese students and they're practicing their English. They just gave me this present because they did their presentation to me in English, explaining the different Buddhas, the happy Buddha, the sleeping Buddha, everything, the grave, the animals, and they had this whole speech prepared, memorized, and they were able to tell me a bit of information about what I'm looking at in this pagoda, and they're so cute. They're just practicing their English, and they have to approach a stranger and do this whole spiel as part of their studies. And then she presented to me this little gift as a token of her appreciation for me listening to both of them. Two little girls and then a little boy came up after to say something to me. I just thought that was so sweet. I mean, we all gotta practice our second language somehow. Wandering around, we have about 25 minutes here at this first stop, and then we're going to get back on the bus and continue our day, which, by the way, the bus is like so bumpy. I've been bouncing up and down at the back of the bus. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good day. The weather turnout was amazing. Like, I brought my rain poncho just in case because last night it was raining. So I'm really happy that I don't have to use the rain poncho right now. We have a beautiful day. Sleeping Buddha and the pagoda, very pretty. On the boat now. Okay, we got in the hand-paddled boat. All right, we're going in, we're going in. They gave us these hats. That's so cute. Living my best life in Vietnam.
coconut. This is the fruit. We call the fruit because it's edible. We can eat. And how do we eat? I want to show you. From this, we use the knife. We cut into two pieces like this. Inside, can you see we have the flesh? The flesh like a jelly. And over there, that lady, she mixing for you the cup included the flesh from the water coconut.
We got off those hand paddle boats, which I've actually thought it was quite fun, but it was a really short boat ride. And now we're learning about some local fruits, doing a little walk through this little village. It's pretty interesting to see different ways that people live.
Right there, right? You can type on Google GAC fruit. Inside has a lot of. Switch it on.
This is white. This is white.
This is right.
This is a jackfruit. It's okay.
Now, go over here. Now, hold the cover. Now, hold the hand like this. Don't hurt him. Now, look at me. Everything we make for tourists, safety first. He doesn't know the venom. And he's so safe now because he's so full now. Near the tail right here. If you drop him down strongly, he will die. And this is the tip how to escape from the python when they bite you. Use the finger, press strongly, you can escape. Okay, who next?
This is the bee pollen. Bee pollen from London flower.
Which flower?
Bee pollen before
Easier? Are you single? What is it?
The final stop is to see how coconut candy is made. It's the final stop of the day. This should be interesting. I've never seen coconut candy be made before.
From 1 centimeter thick. And first step, we have to peel the skin. Every day, the people can peel the skin over 200 coconuts. Yeah. Can you see here's a straight line? A straight line. Straight line.
Yeah.
To open the coconut, you gotta hit across the straight line, not parallel. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
Very easy, right? Sometimes we can drink this coconut juice, but sometimes no, because this is the dry coconut. The juice inside is not good like the ones we enjoy on the boat. We usually keep the coconut juice over here. We use this spoon. We dry. Let's introduce small pieces like this. When we press down,
Because
we
I
will
do that
collect
in the Philippines.
coconut milk. This is the coconut milk. After collecting the coconut milk, this one used for what? This one we usually ferment about 5 days for feeding the animal like pig or duck or chicken. After collecting the coconut milk right there, we make this mixture. This mixture includes 75% of coconut milk, 20% of malt, and last 5% we add some flavors into original coconut candy like coffee flavor, durian flavor, honey leaf flavor. This mixture will be stirred by this machine and cook about 2 hours by burning the coconut shell under to save a lot of money instead of gasoline.
Wow.
Sometimes we can use the coconut shell for making bowl for eating everything by coconut. When it's still hot and soft, they put on the wooden tray to make the straight line.
So good. Just like fudge.
Alright. For wrapping the coconut candy, it's edible. We can eat. This for you.
Warm coconut candy with nut that we just saw them make. That's so good. It's like fudge.
The rice finger. This side is better. Over here we have the grilled cobra. Firstly, we take all things inside the cobra body. We keep at the bottle right here. We will choose the whiskey or the wine over 80% of alcohol to make the snake wine. Okay? Yeah, wait a second. Anyone else?
Okay guys, I'm back at my hotel. That was an exhausting day and I'm of two minds of this tour that I went on today. So apparently we were supposed to be focusing on the Mekong Delta area, but unbeknownst to me, it kind of was like a little bit of the Mekong Delta in terms of seeing it in those little rowboats. It was in the region of Mekong Delta, but it wasn't what I had envisioned. I don't know, just really touristy, I'm trying to sell you stuff kind of stops. It wasn't what I wanted from the tour. I thought we were going to see people living locally. Maybe there will be the floating markets in the boats, you know, just the beautiful Mekong Delta experience. But instead, I just felt like a tourist getting herded around and getting things sold at me. And the part that I was looking forward to the most, which was being in the boat, was super short.
Oh, done.
Oh, that's it. Okay. And then at the end, we were demanded to give him tips for rowing us for 10 minutes. So it was just like, oh my gosh, the authenticity has gone. I realized that people need to make a livelihood on these tours and tourism in general, but it just felt way too fake. Some ladies performing and then they asked us for tips, and then we went to see honey tea and they were trying to sell us their products, and then we went to watch coconut candy be made and then they tried to sell us their products. So it was all very much about the money and the commercialism aspect of it, which is unfortunately not genuine, you know, way too touristic. It wasn't my favorite day. It wasn't bad, I guess, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be. And it was just such a long day, you know, 2-hour drive there. Then the 2-hour drive back was really brutal because you're exhausted. I don't really recommend it. It was $35 US or 600,000 Vietnamese dong for the day. That's it. That's my opinion on that. Tonight we're meeting up in a little bit to do a street food crawl, which I'm excited for. Anytime there's food included in a tour, I'm like, yes. That is one good thing about the tour I did today. They fed us really well. We ate some fruits, we had some snacks, and even though, you know, they were trying to sell us these coconut candies, we did get to try a lot of them for free, and they were really good. And I actually did think the coconut candy was interesting, and we did eat a lot, so I brought snacks with me for no reason tourism because we ate all the time, and the lunch was pretty good as well. So I'm looking forward to the street food crawl tonight. We're gonna meet 2 people who are joining our tour for the Cambodia portion of this trip. Tomorrow we're leaving very early. Breakfast is at 6 a.m. We gotta be on the bus at 7 a.m. It's gonna be a long day, but you know what? I'm kind of ready to see something new. I personally think that large Southeast Asian cities are just not really for me. Just really hot, very busy and crowded, a little chaotic. I keep getting told as well that the safety here in Saigon is not the best, and that you need to watch your phone, and that you shouldn't take your phone out in public, and that someone could steal it, and pickpocketing is rife here in the city. I don't really like being around cities like that, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather spend my time in a smaller place that doesn't have the threat of being mugged or robbed, and I'm glad that we only had 2 nights here. Those are my thoughts on Ho Chi Minh City, or aka Saigon. This trip, being with a big group all the time, is exhausting. I just think I need some time to relax. I need a vacation from this vacation. We're gonna go have some yummy street foods. Can't wait to eat some yummy food. All right, I had to ditch out on the food tour because I am actually exhausted. The first meal was the pork barbecued, and it was really good, but it was really filling. And then by the time we went to this banh mi place, I was already quite full. Didn't finish my banh mi. It was quite dry, actually. We tried 3 different places to get dessert, and they were all sold out by the time we got there. They bought this like local yogurt kind of jelly drink, and it really didn't look appetizing to me. So I passed on that, and I just walked back to the hostel. Luckily, we were only a 4-minute walk away. So I'm back here. I'm gonna get ready for bed. I have to pack this massive amount of stuff that's exploded everywhere. And now I have to figure out how to fit all of this stuff into this bag. Oh my gosh, I have shopped heaps here. My bag's heavy, but we're gonna do it. So we have an early wake up tomorrow. See you guys then. Good morning. It's Monday, December 5th today. It's about 6:50 in the morning. In 10 minutes, we are catching a bus and going to a little town known as Little Saigon. I don't know much else about that, but tomorrow we are crossing the Cambodian border. I am betting on the fact that I can get a visa on arrival. Otherwise, I have no other way to get into the country. Something that I discovered about Cambodia is they actually use US currency, US dollars in the country. Just due to their tumultuous history, they had United Nations from the US in their country who brought dollars with them. They started circulating and stabilized the currency and economy in that country. And now they're, I think, trying to phase out the US dollars and make their local currency, the Cambodian riel, more of the predominant currency used in the country. I am very interested to see how it is to travel Cambodia. I've heard a lot of good things. I've heard a lot of not so good things, so I'm curious about it. But before we get to Cambodia, I have to make sure that my visa is all good to go. So as a Canadian passport holder, I can purchase a visa on arrival through the border crossing. So that means by land. And apparently it's about $33 to $35 US to purchase this visa. So I'm gonna let you guys know my experience with crossing the border with G Adventures Tour tomorrow. But for today, we have a long bus day. We're gonna be driving a lot today. We're gonna be stopping at a pagoda. So I've worn a t-shirt and really long pants because there's a dress code in place when visiting pagodas. So that's the plan for today. We may have a couple more stops. I'll vlog a little bit here and there, but honestly, these travel days are not the most interesting. So we'll see what I get up to today. The thing that I'm most excited about this morning is also that I slept 8 hours last night because I literally went to bed at 9 p.m. But I have one last Hokkaido Japanese cheese tart left from when I went to Saigon Center Mall the other day. This is my favorite dessert. I love these. So when I get to travel and I have the opportunity to buy my favorite dessert, it's a good day. So this is going to be my breakfast. Even though there's an included breakfast, I'm not the biggest fan of it here at this hotel. So I'm going to have that and then jump on the bus and we will see where the day takes us. They're obsessed with these crocodiles, huh? We're here at our lunch stop, but I didn't order anything because I'm not hungry, but It is hot here. Wherever we are, it's hot. I have no idea what this is. It's like a whole park, which is good for me because I have stuff to do because I don't want to eat lunch. I'm just feeling like I'm just not hungry. And I've been eating even though I'm not hungry. And I don't really like doing that. So I'm gonna skip lunch today. Have some snacks instead. It is so hot here. But apparently I'm walking towards some crocodiles. So maybe I can see some crocs. Oh my God. They don't even look real, but they are real. There's so many of them. They just have them all in these cages. Oh my Lord. Ew. What is this? Why? Look at this one. They're even bigger in this cage. Oh my God, it's real. I thought some of them are fake, but they're real, for real. They just sit there with their mouths open like that. And they don't even look real because they're so motionless. Crocs all lined up in a row. These ones are huge. Look at that one. It's real. What? I'm literally so confused what this place is. There's so many crocodiles and they're so motionless. I swear, I was like, they're fake. They gotta be fake. They're real. What the fuck? Did you hear that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It just like slammed its jaws closed. I think I just shot myself there. That was scary. Look at him. That's the one that just slammed its jaws closed. He like slams his legs when he walks. Bloody hell, I gotta get out of here. Ugh. Oh no, I just found something disturbing. So they're keeping live ducks, and I really hope that they're not feeding these ducks to the crocodiles because that's just messed up. Oh my gosh. This is truly a nightmare. This is truly a nightmare to be around this many crocodiles. Literally, these are all real. Like, I can't even count how many there are. So many in the water. Okay, so based on the feathers in the water, I'm saying that those ducks are most definitely fed to these crocodiles, but I guess, you know, they gotta eat, so I just don't want to think about that. You know, them throwing it into the water like that. Oh my gosh. Here with... Okay, this is by far the best stay. We're only here for one night, but this is the best room because there's just 2 people and it's a massive room with a view. So let's do the room tour. We enter here. Look at the floor. It's like marble-y. Here's the bathroom. Nice big shower. You can hear people squealing as they see their room. Look at that. Oh, I really like that. It's got stars and moons on the ceiling. How cute is that? Little cat rug. Then look, this is the room. Holy moly, look at this big bed. Huge armoire, a full-size fridge. This huge, what is this, like a painting? Aircon, little seating area, big screen TV. Look at the gold crown molding. And then we come out onto our balcony. What? Look at the view. Oh my gosh. We got a little seating area. I actually think we have one of the biggest balconies on this floor. Whoa. What are all these ponds for? Someone's happy.
After hostel, this feels
like luxury. Look at Alexia. This is like by far the best. Yeah, this is the best one. The best day. Whew. All right, we're getting a motorbike to a pagoda in a cave. Okay, so we just took motorbikes to this pagoda, and it looks like we have to walk up a bunch of stairs, which is quite classic for Vietnam, but those are all the stairs. But I really like going on motorbikes. I think they're really good fun. Half the time I'm just afraid that I'm gonna fall off of it. I always think it's quite a venturous way to get around. And it's as the locals do, so do as the locals do, right? Hiked up some stairs, was rewarded with this view. It is stunning. And the vista. So beautiful temple behind me, beautiful vista on the other side. I think it was worth the small amount of stairs we had to climb. There are some more levels to explore, but I'm not sure how much of this little tour I'm going to join in on. If I want to branch away from the group, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that today. Came to this place called Sam's Mountain where there's a nice lookout, and we were supposed to watch sunset, but unfortunately there is a bunch of clouds, but it's still quite beautiful, and there's people doing little photo shoots. Heading back to the hotel. I walked to the store to get water because I've been desperate to buy a big 1.5 liter, and I got my favorite drink here, this really good tea. Lemon iced tea is so good in this country, and they're so kind. I bought this at another store and they brought me a glass to drink it in, but I actually stumbled upon the restaurant that the group is having dinner later, but I'm so hungry I didn't have lunch, so I have to eat now. It's like 6:30, but I can see them setting up the table for the group. But yeah, I've already ordered noodles with chicken and I'm really tired, so I just want to eat, go back to the hotel, shower and relax. That's the plan for the evening, but the motorbikes were fun. I'm just feeling like a little bit melancholy today, if I'm being honest. I don't know why. I just feel like I need some alone time, so I've been sort of distanced from the group today, but that's okay because tomorrow's a new day. So I'm gonna have a really good meal, hopefully, and a good sleep tonight, hopefully, and tomorrow will be a new day of new opportunities. And we're on the road again, crossing over to Cambodia, so that's exciting, a brand new country. So wish us luck, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye! And that wraps up episode 9, where we finished exploring Ho Chi Minh City and continued on to the Mekong Delta region in southern Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh City, formerly known as Saigon, was pretty overwhelming for me. I found it very crowded and super hot. I was pretty happy to move on to the much quieter and slower paced Mekong Delta. The Mekong Delta, also known as the Rice Bowl of Vietnam, is one of the most fertile regions in the world and produces half of Vietnam's rice, which definitely explains its nickname. It's famed for its mazes of rivers, canals, and floating houses and markets. Boats are the main way to get around here, and I went on a day tour that took me around to several sites along the Mekong River. We left Saigon behind and traveled to the town of Chau, which borders Cambodia by land and water. We hopped on motorbikes and explored the area, stopping at the Hang Pagoda and driving all the way up to a beautiful lookout on top of the sacred Sam Mountain. We took in the sunset and there were these tiny birds flying everywhere. It was a really special moment. Thank you so much for watching episode 9 of this vlog series, and don't forget to subscribe to watch the next episode. We said goodbye to Vietnam and crossed over by land into Cambodia. You don't want to miss it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!